Welcome back to our Knooking Squares blanket tutorials that we're working on. Every four squares, after every four squares, we're going to join those four squares together. And then after our next four, we'll join those four and then join them with this one. And the reason why I want to do that is because, I don't know about you, but I really hate like doing a ton, like hours worth of sewing after I've already made a zillion squares. So let's work on sewing these together. You can use whatever technique you want. I'm going to do single crochet to join them together. I kind of like how that looks with the different color going through them. It almost makes each one like their own window. So I'll show you how I'm going to do it, but if you don't like that, feel free to whip stitch or whatever, slip stitch, whatever technique you find you like best. So you can lay out your squares in whatever order you want, whatever colors you want to use. If you want to make everything all one color, that's fine. I've seen blankets where all the squares were one color and then they joined with a different color. That looks kind of cool too. So let me bring this down here to show you how I'm going to be doing it. I already tied with a knot here. I pulled some yarn through and tied the end with a knot. And so what we're going to do is go into this end stitch. I'm going to crochet in that tail. So you're going to draw up a loop. After we draw up that loop, we're going to go into the next stitch. Draw up a loop. Now you have two loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and go through both loops. And then I'm working in the back loops only. It's going to look like the front loop on this side. And I'm going to leave that little line there. You don't have to do that. You can go through both. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through both loops. Go into the next stitch, however way you'd like. Back loops only, front loops only, both loops. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through both. I'm going to continue that all the way across. You do the same, and when you get to the end here, come back. So here's how my join looks all the way across. And then I'm going to take my next two squares. I want the pink on the top because I don't want the two pinks to be touching. And you're going to find the first stitch. Actually start at the bottom, sorry about that. First stitch from here, and then the first stitch from here. And you're just going to continue your single crochets. Draw up a loop, yarn over, go through both. Okay, so now just continue what you have been doing until you get all the way across to the end here, and then I'll show you what to do next. All right, I have mine going all the way across, and I'm just going to take a scissors, cut a little bit of the tail, and then pull the yarn through, and then the next step is to weave in the ends. I'm going to come back and weave in both ends at the same time. If you weave ends after each four, you're not going to have 20 gazillion ends to weave in at the end. So, you know, weaving in two ends, one from this row and one from this row, is really not too overwhelming. So that's why I'm going to do it like that as well. I'm not going to leave my ends hanging to sew in all together at the end. All right, so let's start up here at the top. And I'm just going to pull these two through here. Now you can just do what you would normally do for a single crochet from here. I tied a knot in the last one, so you can either make this into a knot, or if you want to just kind of tuck it in as you go, which is also nice. I've done it both ways here. Chain one, go into the next stitch, and make sure the tail is in there too, because otherwise this will all pull out. through both. If you end up tying a knot at the end, you don't have to worry about it pulling out, but when you do it this way, this end could come undone if you don't tuck it in as you go. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down to here, and then I'll come back and we'll work a little bit more together, and then we'll finish it up. All right, I'm right at the intersection, so to speak, here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm at the last stitch between the two that I'm joining this way. I'm just going to go right to the next stitch, skip over that intersection, and then put my single crochet there. And you can see it just kind of keeps going. So I'll do a couple more stitches just to show you that intersection once you got it going there. Okay, let's take a look at that here. Yeah. So there you go. I'm gonna go all the way to the end, and I'll just remind you how we bind off, and then off camera we can weave in our ends, and we have our first part of the blanket done. I came all the way down to the bottom there. I'm just going to cut a little bit of a tail. And then pull it through. And the next thing I'm going to do, and I am going to do it, I'm not going to wait till the end. Once I turn the camera off, I'm going to weave in this end and weave in that end. And that way, we won't have a zillion ends to weave in at the end. So thanks for watching, and next week we will do a new square.